Matthew's message, August 15, 2013. Information outlets. Positive versus negative reporting, perceptions. Powerful influence of light workers, way showers. Myriad sources of light. Message from Saint Germain. With loving greetings from all souls at this station, this is Matthew. Always we are happy to address issues that are of concern to readers and are in the minds of many others in your world too, no doubt because mainstream media are giving these topics the most coverage. Al-Qaeda jailbreaks, threats and splinter terrorist groups. Contaminated water flowing from Fukushima nuclear facility into the ocean. Mounting casualties in Syria's civil war and the escalating conflict in Egypt. There's also emphasis on violence in Pakistan, wildfires, flooding, various crimes, vehicle crashes and celebrity scandals, as well as speculation about a cyberspace war, Iran's nuclear development stage, the use of NSA's electronically gathered data, and the strained relations between the leaders of Russia and the United States. First, we say that for the most part, the reporters and the few individuals who own all major media outlets still are captive of third density mentality with its predominant fear factor and proclivity for sensationalism. Thus they dependably present an alarming slant on selective world affairs and laboriously report tragic or shocking events. Rarely are positive happenings considered newsworthy. The internet is a valuable source of enlightening, accurate information, but it also offers negatively tilted information such as predictions of catastrophic geophysical events or dire outcomes to current situations. Usually those prognoses are based on your recorded history, a history that has no bearing on Earth's ascension or your own. And, like some mainstream media reporting, the internet also has articles that contain false information or are distorted by the omission of vital details. Somewhat in defense of the individuals who post, publish or air those kinds of information, they don't know that the crews surrounding your planet are using their ship's technology to reduce the toxicity of radioactive elements and other pollutants and to prevent the functioning of nuclear warheads. Those individuals have no idea whatsoever that as vibrations on the planet keep increasing, violence and all other harmful activities will correspondingly decrease, and the same betterment is true of all relationships. In short, they don't know that all situations they are presenting as worrisome or in crisis stage will, in time, have outcomes that your world will welcome. Comparatively few people do know that, yet other information sources are choosing to publicize developments that are positive, encouraging. TV documentaries, magazines, organizations' newsletters, books and internet articles contain a plethora of information about successful efforts around the world. Like the growing numbers of grassroots movements and innovative individuals who are making grand improvements in many communities and the corporate public alliances that are pursuing large-scale ventures. Yes, much more is needed and is coming, but these heartening successes that are uplifting so many lives are emitting immeasurable light, adding to the light beamed from far distant sources, the high energy levels in which Earth is moving, and your own radiance. Only when Gaia embodied as a paradise planet was there a greater abundance of light than in this moment. Now then, everyone is influenced by the kind of information, positive or negative, that he or she embraces. Our fervent hope is that individuals who still are choosing the negative will be inspired by light workers, and here we include the myriad persons who are that indeed but don't identify themselves as such, who are turning their positive outlook into reality. How often have we told you what powerful beings you are, that you are the ones who are transforming your world? And by no means are we alone in giving you this assurance. Other sources in the light transmit the same to their respective receivers, who distribute those messages far and wide. Yet, many of you still are questioning if you're doing your part. Feelings expressed in emails to my mother, in summary are, I don't know my mission or what a way shower does, so I'm just sending light, but that's not enough to make a difference. Dear ones, nothing to do with light is just or merely or simply or only. Light, the same energy as love and the most powerful force in the cosmos, is not only exactly what is needed to make a difference, it is all that is needed. Light love is the key to attaining peace, harmony and justness in your world. It is the key to a joyful, fulfilling life, to growing spiritually and consciously, to bringing about all the other marvels of the Golden Age. Each of you does make a difference. Each of you is a way shower. Think of the many millions who are working in fields that others depend upon, such as farming, health care for people and animals, construction, power generation, manufacturing, mechanical and other types of repairs. Every time a person obtains necessary food or a product or service, lightheartedness replaces apprehension about the lack of it. Employment is much more than jobs. It enhances the lives of countless others and gives workers the gratification of feeling productive and helpful. Many of you volunteer in community efforts that help the hungry and homeless, or rescue animals, or shelter abused children and adults, for example. You participate in or donate to organizations that provide numerous kinds of aid to refugees and other needy people, or are working to preserve the rainforests, save animals in the sea and on land, or clean up industrial waste. You sign petitions for a variety of worthy causes, or attend rallies to demonstrate the need for reforms, or participate in meditation services that focus on peace. In your respective fields of endeavor and activities that bring about betterment in your world, you are acting upon conscience, inspiration and motivation. Those are messages from your soul, and all efforts originating at that level generate a profusion of light. The same is true of gestures that you consider just friendly, neighborly, or extending a helping hand, other things you do naturally without giving any thought at all to light. For instance, maybe you cook meals for a grieving family, or watch older children so the mother with an infant can rest. Warmly greet new neighbors, take flowers to someone who is sick, give a good home to an animal in need, help a friend or family member who has come upon hard times. You may embrace someone who is crying, lend a tool, provide a ride, soothe a frightened child, spend a few hours with a person who needs supervision to give the family caretakers a respite, or diligently care for plants in pots or gardens and smile as you thank the weary-looking cashier. And you pray for those who are encountering difficulties. Never underestimate the power of prayer for one's highest good. Those are but a few examples of heartfelt deeds, and living from the heart generates light far, far beyond your imagining. Each act of kindness, thoughtfulness, compassion and understanding creates light within the giver as it radiates light to the receiver, who absorbs that light and generates more in feelings of thankfulness. This new abundance of light extends outward to all others whose lives the giving and receiving persons touch, and all of those individuals similarly affect others. The ripple effects of one kind gesture are incalculable. It is by divine design that you don't know the mission you signed up for. You don't need to know it to live in the godly ways that make a monumental difference. Our beloved family, you do more than make a difference, you are the difference. As you lighten the lives of others, you also exemplify the innate strength and courage that evokes the determination and confidence to successfully deal with challenges. You benevolently influence others simply by who you are. By your very being you are a way shower. Because so many people are directing energy into different avenues leading to the same desired goal, you could say that collectively souls are engaged in one unified effort, and that is magnificent indeed. However, responsibility to self and accountability for attitudes are essential aspects of soul growth too, and in this sense you can do more. For instance, giving validity to the other side's perspective of a controversial issue doesn't compromise your principles, it helps to reduce the energetic separation, that all-important first step to resolving the issue. Master your innate ability of discernment, ask within if information is true or not, heed your soul's messages to your consciousness. Let go of any lingering feelings of resentment, bitterness, remorse, guilt, anger and especially fear, all of which emit very low vibrations, and replace those kinds of feelings with forgiveness of self and of others, gratitude for the goodness in your life, appreciation for the beauty in your world. When you hear about upsetting situations, see the person, or your world, bathed in golden white light and send forth that image with a sense of peacefulness. The prevailing vibrations are motivating self-discovery, self-awareness, self-realization, whatever you wish to call this process of soul connecting with consciousness. Individuals are questioning on a deeper level than heretofore, but soul-searching alone doesn't provide all the answers they are seeking. Don't hide your light under a bushel, so to say, enlighten others to the extent that they are receptive. People need to know that the energy of their thoughts and feelings shoots out into the universal soup and brings back what matches the energy sent forth. They need to know how fear adversely affects their lives and that the energy of fear empowers the self-serving or short-sighted individuals who are opposing changes that can benefit the world. You can suggest down-to-earth sources that explain this. The Secret, The Power of Now and The Power of Positive Thinking are well-known books. Many other sources of excellent information also are available, some you may know about, others you may need to discover. Knowledgeable, respected individuals in areas such as economics, technology, communication, healthcare, law, religion, social equality, philosophy, government or the environment have written about the developments in their specialty fields that are paving the way to the kind of world that you have been helping to create all along. You also can tell interested persons about websites that have accurate information regarding other civilizations' presence, 9/11, and the Illuminati, for example. If they are open to telepathic communications, please give them the sites where our messages and those from other light sources are posted, but be very discerning about which channeled messages are credible. Perhaps more than any other factor, though, your positive attitude about today's happenings and what is ahead for your world will inspire others to start perceiving things that way too, and what a triumph that will be. You may think of me as the 17-year-old boy who died in a vehicle wreck and started talking telepathically with his mother 14 years later and wonder, does he really know what he's talking about? However, no one who knows of Saint Germain doubts his ancient wisdom and knowledge. With gratitude for permission, we share with you an excerpt from his June 12 message transmitted to Valerie Donner and posted at www.thegroundcrew.com web link. Greetings, I am Saint Germain. I am pleased to speak with you again. You can take anything for granted and you can shirk your responsibilities. As a master, I can tell you this is the most pivotal time on the earth. I follow your progress and you are rich in your results. There is so much more to do in this complex ascension process. A lot is going to be required of you, particularly in the area of your attitudes. A positive attitude will carry you a long way. If you rise above the turmoil and the fear-based thinking, you will see there are ample opportunities for you to be of service. Starting with yourself is the most important thing you can do. Take responsibility for thoughts, words and actions. Gather with other like-minded friends. Invite us in to help you to make plans and carry them out. Be open to connecting more with the space brothers and sisters that are also waiting to carry out their parts of the divine plan. Beloved family, heeding Saint Germain's words will enrich your lives and expand love in your world. And please remember that never are you alone. Myriad arms of God, unseen but powerful in their caring and capability to assist, are with you in every moment. Channeled by Suzanne Ward. www.matthewbooks.com